guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Morgan, and in today's video I am just going to run through my labor and delivery story. So I am 2 weeks postpartum. My daughter is right here. She is 2 weeks old today. We just had her 2-week appointment, and I just thought that my first video back I would run through my labor and delivery story. So just a heads up, I was 37 weeks pregnant whenever I gave birth to her, and I labored for only around 8 hours, and then she was here. So I got admitted to the hospital at around 8:30 a.m. and she was born at 4:50 p.m. So a lot happened. I'm just gonna quickly run through it. I'm not gonna get very in depth just because it's kind of a personal story, but I do want to share a little bit of what happened. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right in. So it started in the morning on July 17th. I was working from home, and I got up in the morning at like 7:45 to let the dogs out, and when I did, I felt like a big gush of fluid, and I wasn't sure what it was. And so I came back inside. I was talking to my husband about it, and we both called our moms, and they both said like, yeah, we're pretty sure it's your water. Like, you need to head to the hospital. So we packed our bag, or they were already packed. We just like kind of went through them, made sure everything we needed was in there, and we like kind of got ready. So we like brushed our teeth and all that stuff, and then we went to the hospital. So we got to the hospital around, I want to say 8:10. Our hospital's only like 15 minutes away, so we left pretty soon after we realized my water broke. And just a tip for all you girls out there, if your water breaks, make sure you eat before you go to the hospital. I did not know this, so I did not eat all day until literally probably 5:30 or 6 p.m. And I should have eaten before. So make sure you eat before you go to the hospital because you will be starving. So anyway, so we get to the hospital, they check me into a triage room. My husband has to wait in the waiting room, and the like ER doctor comes in, checks me, and tells me I'm at a 1 centimeter dilated, and I just kind of have to wait a minute, and they moved me to a labor and delivery room. That whole process maybe took like 30 minutes. So we were in our labor and delivery room. My cousin met us there. My mom was actually driving from Dallas. She was at work, and she ended up having to leave and drove straight from work in Dallas to the hospital. So we got to my labor room, and a few hours later, a doctor from my doctor's office came. It wasn't my doctor because she was busy, but he came, checked me again, and he said I was at a 1.5, and then he did whatever he did, and I was at once he left, I was at a 3. So you can imagine what happened while he was in the room. And so yeah, once he left, I was at a 3, and he upped my Pitocin. So I did have to start Pitocin because my water had broke and I wasn't having normal contractions, or like consistent contractions. So they started me on Pitocin. Once he came, they upped it because that's what he wanted to do. And yeah, so I started having more intense contractions, which kind of sucked. I was waiting to see how long I could go before getting an epidural, and I believe I waited a couple hours after he left to get the epidural. So once I requested it, it should have taken the anesthesiologist about 30 minutes to get to me, but it took him like an hour and a half, which really sucked. I was in a lot of pain, and when he finally got there, it took him 3 separate tries to get the catheter in the right spot, I guess. So I was fine the first couple times he stuck me, but then once that third one hit, I was just uncomfortable. I was upset. So I was not well after the third time, but he finally got it in, and right when he was doing that, my doctor came back, and she checked me, and I was at around a 5. So we still had some time to go, but at this point it was probably 1 p.m. Maybe a little earlier, maybe like 11. So we still had some time to go. And so yeah, we were just chilling in the room. You know, my dad showed up, his mom, my husband's mom showed up, and then finally my mom was able to make it in time. So my mom got there around like 1:30, and the nurse came in and checked me a little later, and I was at a 7, which was amazing. I went from a 5 to a 7 very quickly, but I think I went from a 7 to a 10 even quicker. So she came in and checked me, and then maybe a few hours later, the original doctor came back in, and he checked me, and he told me to start pushing. And so I started pushing. It was just like there was just like 3 people in the room. Yeah, I started pushing, and he goes, okay, like, you're ready. So he leaves, and then like 17 million nurses come in to get everything set up, to get like her stuff set up, to get, you know, I guess all of my stuff set up. And yeah, I start pushing. You, at least the way it works with my doctor in my hospital, you push with the nurse for a little bit until the doctor comes. And so I think I probably pushed with my nurse for like 20 minutes, and then my doctor came in and I pushed with her for about 25, 30 minutes. And little Ivy Jane was born at 4:50 p.m. It was crazy. I never thought, I literally didn't think she was going to come out. It just, everybody kept saying like, you're almost there, and I felt like I was absolutely not almost there. Yeah, so she again was born at 4:50. She was 7 pounds 4 ounces, 19 inches long. And yeah, she came out with a bunch of hair, as you can see. She is just so beautiful. So yeah, this is Ivy Jane. She's sleeping. I love her so much. She's my best friend. That is just a quick rundown of my labor and delivery story. I know that I didn't go really into depth, but it really was a very, very quick process. Like I said, it was only like 8 hours, and I only pushed for 40 minutes, so it really wasn't much else. I tried to vlog a little bit, but I literally got one clip, and I was in the triage room because there were just people coming in and out the whole time I was there. So like my husband was in there, my mom, my cousin, my dad, and then my mother-in-law. So we just had people like rotating in and out, and like the nurse was coming in and out, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I really didn't get a chance to pull out my camera, and then of course I started actually having contractions, so I obviously was not going to pull out a camera then. So yeah, I know this video wasn't very eventful, but I did just want to come back with a chill video, and then I'll start vlogging again soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you have any questions about labor and delivery down below, or like what I took to the hospital, what I actually used, anything like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!